the great-grandson of Krishna, he established many temples, many sacred places in Vrindavan. Gurudeva is speaking about Vamsivata. He established many temples in this remembrance of the pastimes of Krishna. This great-grandson of Krishna established these temples. So he also established that place of Vamsivata, that place that we went today. And there, Gadadhara Pandit, the disciple, the Harikatha Vamsivata is very beautiful, and in Srimad Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami Pada explains in a very beautiful way about the Rasa Lila Katha. Shukadeva Goswami after telling many different Harikathas to Parikshit Maharaj, he finally spoke about Rasa Lila. When Krishna was 6 years old, in this moment, he gave blessings to the gopis that were doing the Katayani Brata. He said, on the next full moon, I will satisfy the desire of your hearts, of your minds. But when Krishna was 7 years old, on the next Indra, he made that, he manifested a rain on Vraja, and because of that, to protect the Brajavasis, Krishna lifted Giriraj Govardhana. So there is this Harikatha of Giriraj Govardhana is very beautiful. And after that, Krishna, when he was 8 years old, he performed the Rasa Lila with the gopis. Even though Krishna has many types of Leelas, all Krishna's Leela, Krishna says, all my Leelas are very sweet, but when I remember my Rasa Lila, I feel so much bliss, and I feel that stimulation, waves of happiness come to me. So Sukadeva Goswami says that Krishna himself, when he was going to perform the Rasa Lila, because Rasa Lila is not an ordinary thing. It's something very, very deep, this Rasa. And Krishna himself, in which way he did his Rasa Vihar with the gopis? So it is explained. Krishna himself because with the help of Jogamaya, he's doing this Rasa Lila. So it was full moon, and Krishna saw, when he saw that moon, he felt that stimulation in his heart to do this Lila with the gopis, this Rasa Lila. So our acharyas explain that there are some things necessary to do Rasa. Vibhava, Anubhava, Satik. Sanchari Bhava. Because Rasa, this material Rasa, and also above Sthai Bhava, on the Sthai Bhava, the 4 ingredients manifest. So when he saw that full moon, Krishna remembered the moon-like faces of the gopis. So this was like a stimulation in the heart of Krishna. So Bhagavan is doing this Rasa Leela, and it was autumn night. It was an autumn night, and the moon in the sky was very beautiful. And when he saw that moon, he felt its stimulation, because remember the faces of the gopis. So that that blessing that Krishna gave to the gopis on the banks of Jamuna, he performed Rasa Leela. And Jiva Goswami writes that when Krishna played his flute for the first time to call the gopis in that place, the name of that place when they heard the sound of the flute, all the gopis abandoned. They gave up the domestic affairs, and they ran away after the sound of the flute. So Sukadeva Goswami explains that when Krishna played the flute, there was actually one sound coming from the flute, which was the sound clean. The Bij mantra, the seed mantra of the Gayatri mantra. So all the gopis were thinking, Krishna is calling only me. He's calling only me. So there's this sloka of the Bhagavatam. It explains, it's a very beautiful way it is explained, but I have only 15 minutes to speak. Oh, but like the introduction of what I'm going to say, it takes 15 minutes. It takes 15 minutes to explain something into the introduction or the preface of something, a subject. So Sukadeva Goswami says, when the gopis heard the sound of the flute, all the gopis, they were so much absorbed, they could not listen to anything else. They gave up everything they were doing in their houses, serving their husbands. Some gopis were like cooking and doing roti, chapati. And they gave up. They gave up everything and just ran after Krishna. So Krishna stole their hearts. The gopis were so much absorbed that at the same time, billions and billions of gopis started to run after Krishna, but because of the desire of Jagamaya, one gopi could not see another gopi. They could not see each other. So this shloka says that the gopis were running. They were running side by side, but they could not see each other because their minds were absorbed in Govinda. They could not see anything else. So if you have only one goal, you cannot see anything else, anything on your left or on your right. In the same way, they had this eagerness to meet Krishna in this way. When they came to that Rasa style, Govinda performed this Rasa Parihasa with them, playing and joking. There are many commentaries explaining about that, because Krishna was thinking, when I stole their clothes, I saw their external body, but I did not see their like internal mood. So in that time, Krishna was playing and joking with them. So he said, "You are just ladies. You have this vow to serve your husbands. So go back to your husbands. Because even if your husband is poor, Patiseva Parama Dharma, even if your husband is not a good person, you should serve him. You have to serve him." So those ladies that don't serve their husband, after they die, they go to hell. So it's through the service of the husband, you can attain everything. So Krishna was explaining like that. He was playing, joking with the gopis, and he told many stories to the gopis. The gopis can defeat Krishna. So they said, "Krishna, one thing is guru and the other thing is a disciple. You are guru or disciple? Tell us." The person that gives instruction is a guru. And who follows the instruction of guru is the disciple. But in Kali Yuga, this is the opposite. It's actually the disciple that wants to give order to the guru. Like, do this, do that. So the gopi said, "Krishna, you give us so many nice instructions to us. So you are our guru." It is also said in the Shastras that we have to serve Guru and worship Guru. And then after we are going to serve the husband. The gopis were saying like that. There's another thing. There's the husband and there's the pati and also the supreme husband, Parampati. So our husband is pati and Parampati, the supreme husband, is Lord. And because there is another meaning of this word pati. Pati is not only husband. Pati is that person that takes care of us, that nourishes us. So Krishna is also called Pati, Jagannatha, the Lord of the universe, and we should serve Jagannatha. If a person does not serve Jagannatha but follow the four varnas and ashrams, but don't serve the Lord, still this person is going to hell. Rurava. Chaitanya Charitamrita explains about that, the four varnas and four ashrams. So if you follow very nicely these rules and regulations of the Shastras, but you do not perform Bhagavad Bhajan, still you're going to hell. Bhagavatam said that a person that does not do bhajan to Bhagavan and follows varna and ashrams, after the death, this person is going to Naraka. So how can I speak about Rasa Leela? I don't have so much time now to speak, but I'm going to tell the story to you. How much time I have? I still have now, only a few minutes. So, okay. Krishna told a story about serving the husband. Listen. If you serve the husband, you can even stop the movement of the sun. Mahaprabhu told a story about the Brahmana. The story is that there was a Brahmani, a wife of a Brahmana. And they had a child, 2 or 3 years old, the baby was. So one day the Brahmana was working, and one day he was working and he came back and he said he had a headache, and he told the wife, "Oh, please massage my head." And he said, "It doesn't matter what happens, you should not wake me up. If I'm sleeping, you should not wake me up." So the husband put the head on the wife's lap, and she started to massage his head. And nearby the house, the water, there was some water in the fire. And the baby was going the direction of the fire. Because the child was attracted by that fire. But the husband, before, he told the wife that she should not wake him up. So she had to follow the instruction of the husband. But that baby was going in the direction of the fire. After some time, the Brahmana woke up and the wife was crying. What happened? Oh, my baby. He went to the fire, he was burning the fire. But why didn't you wake me up? Because you told that I should not do it. You told me. So I wanted to follow your order, so I did not protect our son. And he said, oh Brahmani, you are really a chess lady. Chess lady. So the husband said, go to Agni Deva and pray to Agni Deva, and the God will give our son back. Then she followed the instruction of the husband. She went to Agni Deva, and because she was a chess lady, she prayed and asked, and then she saw that the baby was manifested from the fire from Agni Deva. So Krishna was telling the story to the gopis. He said, look, this is the fruit of following the instructions of the husband. One can attain everything. So the gopis were very happy to listen that, to hear that. Krishna, you told us a very, very beautiful story. But we are also going to tell you a story. So there was a Brahman and a Brahmani, and they didn't have any kids. One day, the husband, he went to the king's court, and the king told him, you have to go to a place for 7 days alone by yourself. Another country, you have to go and do this service. So the husband told the wife about the order of the king, and the Brahmani was crying so much. And he said, no, the king ordered me to go alone. She said, I cannot live without you. I'm a chess lady. I cannot live without the service, your service. So the husband said, look, I'm going to give you a deity, my deity, a deity of mine. So for 7 days, you can serve my deity, this deity, and after 7 days, you stay inside the house, and after 7 days, you open the door when I come back. You open the door for me. So he gave the deity to her, she closed the door. Yeah. First he went out, she closed the door. And so who is telling the story? Gopis. The gopis are telling this story to Krishna. So now you can understand the discussion between the gopis and Krishna. So the gopis are giving instruction to Krishna. Something happened after the 5th day, before the 7 days, the 5th day, the husband came back home. The Brahmani, she was serving so nicely the deity. Like when the husband went to bed, or when he would also eat. The Brahmani would massage his feet. She was serving so nicely. So on the 5th day, the husband came. He was knocking on the door and calling her, Brahmani, Brahmani. And she thought, oh, my husband came back. Now, the gopi said, Shimasundar, now tell us, what should she do? the wife, she has now to serve the husband, open the door. She should follow the instruction of the husband. And Krishna said, the Shastra says that when Krishna himself, then the Lord himself appears, you have to give up the deity seva and serve the Krishna directly. So, for example, someone is serving Thakurji, and then Gurudeva arrives. What you should do? What should you do in this moment? If you have a murti, actually, if you are worshipping the murti of Gurudeva, or if you have a photograph, a picture of Gurudeva, and you are serving it, like Srila Vaman Maharaj, she would never say when he was going to someone's house. She went by surprise, So what should you do? Krishna says, no, if directly Guru comes to you, you have to abandon Vigraha Seva and serve Guru. So the meaning of that is, Gopis, they said, the relationship that we have with our husband is only mundane, and you are our supreme Lord, so our duty is to serve you. So with this logic, the Gopis defeated Krishna. And after that, Krishna performed beautiful pastimes, amorous pastimes with the Gopis. I didn't even talk about Rasalila Katha. The last study, some Gopis were so much orgulhosos, like... And Srimati Radhika was with man, proud, they were proud. And then to end with this proud of the Gopis, Krishna disappeared from the rasa.